Welcome, acolytes. As you can see, I'm reacting to a very special video, how reaction videos ruined the internet by Circle Toonsaid HD. Never seen this guy, first time actually meeting one of his video, but this is actually something I'm myself interested in because I personally like reactions. Well, I like reactions. I like the person that is actually behind the reactions. The reaction itself, the video itself, isn't that important in my opinion, but the reaction to the person, like I want to hear something out of it. And if I actually enjoy a video that's reacted to, I'm gonna look it up myself. But not everybody does that. Not everybody even adds value to it. Let's say, excuse him, because you know, and Sniper Wolf, so we have the freaking 50-50 women and men thing. Yeah, I'm bullshitting, by the way. I don't care about that, but still. And yes, but if you react, you actually have to present the person you reacted to properly, or what you think about it, and also just navigate some views to the person's actual, like in the direction of the person. So let's start and let's hear him out, what he has to say about it.
Oh my god! Did you see what XQC said about Musick when he reacted to Hassan's reaction video about Sniper Wolf's tweet about Ludwig's video on Asmongold's short and how World of Warcraft is kind of stupid, I guess, or something? I didn't really actually listen to the original point. I gotta make a green screen reaction TikTok about this and not say a single word. I'm just gonna stare blankly into the camera while I play someone else's video.
Yes, this is what I just said, and I think I assume he has the same thing about it.
Hey guys, welcome back to Scrolling Reddit, and today we're gonna scroll Reddit and look at things other people made. Let's just jump into it.
Did you see the new drama? You gotta watch this new TikTok reaction.
Oh my god, spill the tea!
I got a tweet about this! Shut up! Shut up! Oh my god! Oh, I can feel my brains leaking out.
Okay, he's a bit not my style of actual humor, but okay.
Oh, quick! Someone turn on Townsend's!
Today we're gonna make George Washington some fried chicken.
Oh my god, I can feel it healing me. Thank you.
What is up, my little goblins and ghouls? It's me, a somewhat circular internet guy making internet videos talking about other internet people making internet videos. And I, for one, feel sick. I'm aware this isn't an overwhelmingly uplifting topic for a video, but I gotta get this shit off my chest, man. I genuinely have real fears about how current internet video content is created, distributed, consumed, and replicated, and the general direction that the average aspiring creator is headed. I feel the actual act of creation is slowly being damaged over time, and before you say anything, no, I'm not putting only animators on some infinitely tall, sanctimonious pedestal. We chose the worst content genre, and it unfortunately takes a lot of time, blood, sweat, and tears to make anything.
Mostly.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this, the animation point, the animation genre is freaking brutal. It's really brutal. Because, well, first of all, people have to find you. That's the first thing. Then, you have a lot of people that actually just steal your stuff, present them as their own or something like that. 100% like no reaction or something different like that. No, just purely steal it and you can't do anything about it, basically. That's something, well, not nice, let's just say it like that. And yeah, and it's brutal. And the pure grit and talent it actually takes to make something nice, well, that's an entirely different thing for itself. So yeah,
The tears part.
The desire to become an influencer,
Sorry, I just thought of that term,
has never been more colossal, and the routes in which individuals will take to achieve that has never been more accessible.
Yeah.
And with that, you'd think the quality of the content would skyrocket with the heightened output, but
no. The thing is, the content influencers do is the content most likely people wanna watch. And never in the human history was it it was never the case that the most high quality, the best of the best, actually get the most things, the most eyeballs. Now, why am I saying that? Because clearly there are some people that actually do have this, that are clearly talented, that have clearly done their things, that actually do them, like that actually do really good stuff. And yes, those are people, some people that actually did it and do the things they do really absurdly nicely. But those are really a handful of people. Most other people, most of them are just copycats. They do the same thing the other person does, and that actually, because they can present themselves a bit better or are slightly funnier, then, well, they just get all the things they actually can do. Because that's what one of the people I'm watching is Sandra Popali, or them. Oh, why am I forgetting the Tanuki's guy name? Because he changed it recently. Well, the Tanuki guy. Sorry, bro, you know what I mean. If you watch the video, you know what I mean, mate. You know I mean you, so leave a comment down there so people can properly see you and just react to it. Yeah, and those two people, they make absurdly good content. Like, really. I mean, Sandra, maybe not absurdly good, but you really feel the freaking, like the grit behind it. And my Tanuki mate, this guy actually like makes really good, extremely good guides, gameplay and things like that, and he just struggles to get actually anything done, or struggling. I mean, he grows. He's getting bigger. Every time I look him up, he's getting bigger, like once a week. Actually check him out and her. And it's just, he's growing. Sandra is also growing. Maybe not in her streams for some reason, I don't know why, but they are two very talented people. They actually do a lot of good work, and still they struggle to actually set foot in it. And why? Because nobody knows them. Actual high quality content they do, but at the end of the day, nobody knows them, so nobody will give a F. Some people just rather watch XQC. A lot of people actually want to watch XQC before they watch those two. And yeah, that's just how life is. And it doesn't matter how good your content is. It's how many eyes you can actually glue on your towards you. So, and it takes time, by the way. So yeah.
I think we've seen quite literally the exact opposite. But do not get it twisted. There are absolutely outstandingly talented creators popping up on every corner of the internet at all moments of every day within every genre. I'm not some jaded old man pissing up at the clouds and wondering why it's raining.
Curse you, weatherman!
But the platforms people make content on, especially TikTok, and we'll get to that, are often predatory at best and extremely damaging at worst. And these problems are inflated even more when we realize how content gets recommended and in front of your eyes to begin with. Let's start with vertical content as a medium. Vertical videos are now the single most consumed form of digital entertainment in the world by a long shot. It has completely cannibalized almost every single form of digital content entirely and has now landed as the main form of content you're probably going to see on a day-to-day basis. Vertical short-form content as a medium was designed to function like a bag of chips, extremely easy to consume with one hand, no thought is really put into ingesting them, and you'll often find yourself eating way too many and probably...
Yes, and he actually, as he pointed out, is the most consumed content right now. I mean, you have to go with the times. It is what it is. Most people actually have a mobile phone or something like that. They're gonna consume that. But it also, unintentionally, I would say, it triggers the dopamine effect in our brains constantly. And the thing is, I personally think that content like that should be limited to 1 or 2 videos for a while, because it actually can damage your dopamine output and you get either strongly addicted to it or you just lose yourself in it. It's really dangerous. It's really dangerous in my opinion. But well, it is what it is, and as long as it's not illegal, like, what am I gonna say against it? It's just, and people consume it like crazy and it just makes sense. Oh, I misclicked.
Feeling bad by the end of it. Vertical videos obviously cater to your scrolling thumb.
Give me a break, please!
You can swipe through hundreds, if not thousands of videos extremely fast, but this also created an awkward tall aspect ratio, which by the way, after so many reposts, can make the most horrible watching experience ever fucking created. These videos are also meant to be short, usually between 15 to 60 seconds. Even though some of the vertical content apps are trying to move away from this rule, we still see that the majority of the content remains in this zone. All in all, this form of content is meant to beam thousands of videos a day into your little brain holes, which by design will more than likely mostly consist of low quality, low effort videos that you'll forget about extremely fast. And that's sadly understandable. Honest question, why would you spend a ton of time making one of these videos if it's probably gonna get scrolled past or even watched entirely, forgotten about, and buried under 500 other videos in that same hour? Answer is you don't. That's the name of the game. Sure, there are some incredibly talented creators making high concept, high effort content on these platforms, and I'll link some of my favorites in the description. And I myself try my hardest to make sure everything I make is high quality, funny, and worth watching, but that's incredibly rare on these platforms. Now, of course, I'm not some prude that thinks only the most amazing content should exist on the platform. I mean, oh boy, you're watching one of my videos. I know, buddy, I know, let it out. But what this effect does is shoehorns users into making as much content as humanly possible, but there's only a few ways you can reliably do that, the most popular one being theft. Funny sound bit or joke someone else made? Use it! Someone else's funny video? Put yourself in front of it. A popular bit or trend? Steal it one for one. Free?
Yeah, more or less. I mean, but it's also maybe he's having a way too big brush over it, because I personally, I went into reaction because I actually really want to see what other people have to say and basically just react to it and see for what it's worth. And it's really hard for me personally to justify just taking out snippets out of it and just showing it like this, because I could misconstruct something, and this is something I don't want to do. Like, I don't want to say one thing, show it like I clipped it, and then say, yeah, this is what he said, if he clearly didn't say it, or the person didn't say it. So I don't know. I think the motivation is also like the freaking thinking behind it is also important. And I'm not having any malicious intents about it, by the way, but yeah, it's maybe too broad of a brush he does here, but it's very understandable, because it's irritating. It's very irritating if somebody steals your stuff. Yeah, it is why I mean steals, reacts to your stuff, doesn't do the same work you actually did, and reaps the benefits. So yeah, understandable.
Reboot entire videos and react to free-booted videos. Yoink, an entire audio clip you didn't make, add a text-to-speech voice and some fucking GTA 5 gameplay or Subway Surfers, and rot your viewer's brain until they become a pile of sludge.
Oops.
Stop right there, Circle. We're the argument police.
Argument police.
And your argument is stupid. Are you honestly saying that this sort of behavior hasn't always been apparent in the content space?
Hey, officers. Take the wife somewhere nice, okay, Ted? We've all had our differences, right? But we can all fucking agree that this is bullshit, right?
What is that?
This is Instagram Reels, recommending, encouraging, and auto-generating a video for me using someone else's video formula and slapping on an audio I didn't make to post and call my own.
Jesus Christ.
And I want your badge number, rookie. I've never seen your face before. Where's Georgie, huh? You know, his old partner? Don't you bring up Georgie. You know what happened. I can speak about him as much as I'd like. You know damn well I loved him too. Theft, stolen ideas, freebooting, unoriginal material, and everything in between has existed since dinosaurs were objectively the best subclass to spec into as a child.
But I want to play with trucks.
We are learning about the plesiosaurus. But never has video manipulation and theft been as encouraged and easy to access as it is now. Oh, that joke.
Yeah, I would say direct stealing without adding any value, yes, it's rampant. But at the end of the day, I am sorry to say it works. If people gave a single fuck about it, they wouldn't watch it. I mean, I personally skip. skip the things when I see just a person standing near a video and just pointing at it. It makes absolutely no sense to me that is actually allowed for some freaking reason. It adds nothing.
You saw was funny? Click this little button, steal the entire thing, and do it yourself. Often you'll get more views than the original. And even if you use the unconventional classic forms of theft, it's still completely encouraged because they don't combat it whatsoever, and flagging stolen videos literally does nothing at all. Me and my friends have tried on hundreds of different occasions to stop this blatant stealing and identity theft, and TikTok refuses to do fucking anything. I mean, look at this bullshit. Fuck! Do you know how many times I've had comments on my videos asking me where the original audio came from? Me! It came from me! It came from my lungs and my heart! Almost every app has multiple features specifically designed for streamlined theft, reposts, remakes, and freeboots. TikTok obviously being the absolute worst offender here. It's easy to access, it's shoved in your face, it's put into targeted ads, and it continues to push the idea that anyone can become rich and famous through just a few simple taps. Take it from someone that makes videos for a living, including mostly really short ones. This mindset that anything and everything is free game, stealable, reactable, and that you should do all of these things, and if you do it over and over again, you'll become a super famous content creator, is straight up predatory, especially on these apps where there are so many impressionable Play-Doh-brained children. About 6 months ago, I filmed a TikTok reaction video for my second channel. I had some buddies of mine curate some of the most insane videos they could find so I could watch them live on camera, laugh at them, and do some commentary over them.
Yeah, so basically reacting to it. Yeah. Okay, so he himself does reaction videos.
Actually really enjoyed making the video. Some of the clips I watched were genuinely funny, and I think I made some pretty good jokes as well. But almost minutes after I finished exporting the thing, I had a horrible feeling wash over me. I just stared at it in my video folder for like 5 minutes straight, like it was some ancient evil artifact that should never see the light of day. It was worthless content, built off the backs of those that actually made funny, watchable content. Sure, I made some jokes and I did my best to add to it, but was it really even worth uploading? What was the point? I had made literally nothing. So I deleted it, and I never really looked back. XQC has recently found himself...
Damn. So he actually stands by the things he says. Nice. And yeah. At the end of the day, okay. Kudos to him. I still don't agree with him, but hey. He actually, yeah.
And some heated discourse related to the same topic, and has also been kind of made the poster boy of the entire issue. It's a growing sentiment that reaction content is lazy, easy, and theft, which is interesting because as a society, this thought has bounced around quite a lot. Jinx was early to the React craze and instantly got blasted by the entire internet. Years ago, the Fine Brothers were extremely popular, but then tried to copyright the very act of being a human with human emotions. That mixed with some horrible other shit, they then fell into a downward trend and faded into the void. But now it's 2023, and reaction content couldn't be more popular or more divisive if it tried. You'll now find hundreds of thousands of clips of every creator live streaming YouTube and watching other people's content. Often not even speaking, sometimes eating food, and the hilarious worst one is when they get up and leave entirely, leaving the video to play on their channel with zero added input. XQC has been called out for this numerous times, and this started a wave of people in general calling out this form of content. On the other side, you have those that argue that this is a good thing and it bolsters and inflates smaller creators when they've been seen by such a massive audience. But this has been
No. If you, as a content creator, if you specifically say, hey, watch this guy, and you just push people to actually do it, then yes, then it bolsters smaller creators. Like Asmongold does. He does it the exactly right way. He actually does the thing. Sometimes he waits a few days for it to actually sink in and just presents the video to other people. And that's actually something that I'm also trying to do. But if you have someone like XQC, he doesn't do jack. He just looks at the video. Most of the time he doesn't comment, and he just doesn't give a fuck if the creator that actually did it gets any kind of exposure. He just doesn't care either way. So yeah,
proven to be false most of the time. It's very rare that these smaller channels receive any significant bump, and it often actually scraps many chances of you organically watching the original video yourself, because why would you watch an hour-long video with a Twitch streamer and then rewatch that same video again by yourself?
Ooh, I bet you guys know the answer. Say it with...
Yeah, that's bullshit. If you watch the entire 1 hour video, at 10 minutes, 20 minutes, maybe, but the hour thing, no. No, that's something. I also don't... Why would you react to a 1 hour video like that and not cut it down? Like, it's... I don't know.
With me now? You won't!
Now, of course, XQC isn't the problem. No single person is the issue. It's a multi-headed hydra. Sniper Wolf probably being the biggest and most fucking annoying head of them all. Her content is genuinely the most deplorable, shameful, most embarrassingly vile, blatant theft on YouTube. She will fully steal popular videos, crop out the watermark, not give credit, and then often steal the top comments from that video and call it her joke.
She hit it with a Hadouken.
The powers of my theft are infinite!
It's gotten so bad that Jax Films has created a parody channel where he does Sniper Wolf bingo streams and predicts what she'll say because her disgusting theft content is so formulaic and predictable.
This is Sofo Antonio shit on steroids, people! Come on! Why have we fallen so low?
Data breaches, extremely predatory algorithms, hashtags and trends that prey on negative emotions, attention span killing frameworks, and some of the worst misinformation, and the NPC fetish trend put aside for a moment, TikTok and many of its wannabe clones has permanently changed the landscape of content creation. But let's slow it down, let's take it back a few steps and throw it back as well. There are some benefits to this new system though. It's easier to enter the world of content creation and people are no longer gatekept behind editing softwares or expensive equipment. Sometimes hilarious and impressive collaborations spawn from these stitched together videos. And many commentary channels, old and new, actually make transformative content that highlights and plays well off of this increased output of content. They strive to actually add more value to the original source, not just rip it off for easy content. And I've absolutely seen users take pre-existing audio clips and modify or enhance the joke, making it even better. And to be honest, I myself enjoy a lot of stuff on my feed. I'm constantly sending the most insane and bizarre clips I can find to my friends, sometimes crying from laughter or cringing at the dumbest shit.
Oh my god.
I actually think we've seen a sort of renaissance when it comes to old 2008 style videos that you'd find on YouTube back in the day. Now that everyone has a camera in their pockets, it was inevitable that we'd see an influx of horrible content, but we've also gained an increase of hilariously raw, insane clips. I mean, where else could I find this?
Take this!
And even though my memes and cursed video folders on Instagram bring me a lot of joy, I think my point here still stands. I may fall victim to the parasitic nature of lying in bed and scrolling for way too long, but I still don't think this new world of content creation is necessarily a better one. We used to kind of have two separate digital hubs for everything, one being social media, where you could say or post literally anything, and it kind of didn't matter, and most of it wasn't worth reading, but it wasn't really meant to be. Then you had content creation platforms like YouTube or Twitch, just to name a few, where at least the elevator pitch was to at least strive to make content that's worth watching. These two hubs have now blended together, creating a homunculus of bandwidth centered around every living thought imaginable, forever etched into the internet as soon as you can think it. Which, I reiterate, isn't a wonderfully uplifting notion, considering every young impressionable child has a phone or iPad now. And studies now show that this level of early integration often leads to heavy mental health problems with increased rates of anxiety and depression. Not only that, but TikTok has been proven to, and sometimes in a few minutes, be able to pinpoint a person's interests, including depression, and overfeed a user with only those videos and relevant hashtags.
Which is a little dystopian. But I was anxious before TikTok, so maybe I'm just fucking cooler than you, I don't know.
But with all of this in mind and outside my rambling, we return to my original critique and the original issue at hand, reaction content. Every issue I've outlined previously does nothing but embolden it. It facilitates horrendous theft, it encourages a quantity over quality common practice, and it pushes the argument that making one-to-one copy accounts is normal and should just be accepted. It would take me over 100 videos to accurately...
I don't think it's normalized to make a copycat account. I mean, I think it's still looked at scammy, but most people just don't realize it. And yeah, it's just, I don't know, like, it's maybe a bit harder than, yeah, I don't know, I have to think about it a bit more.
Really break down the pros and cons with this current content landscape, but I feel I have to somewhat explore all of these topics to properly articulate myself when it specifically comes to reaction videos. Vine was nearly the exact opposite of what we're seeing today. Because of the harsh 6-second restriction, creators were forced to be quick, clever, and genuine with their content. That paired with a simple UI and barely any content creation features, we really did have an influx of people at least trying their hardest to be as creative as possible. Necessity is the mother of invention, and the road less traveled is usually a bumpier one. Oh, what the fuck is that thing?
Oh, hey, people don't really come by here that often.
But I promise, if you want to make stuff, it'll always be far more fulfilling, even if you don't see the stupid number go up, which frequently is artificially inflated on these apps anyway. Now...
The number, if you want the number to go up, making content that you love, that you actually want to do, won't always do the thing you want to do. Sorry. Like, I want the number to bump up, so I'm doing the content I'm doing. And yes, the content that I'm actually passionate about, what I'm gonna do to a later point, needs a lot of time. And I'm just not at it right now. Because after the New Year, yes, but this will expect for me to make a new channel and do some live streams, because the time for live streams for me personally, it's a bit difficult. In my case, I can just get spontaneously thrown out of my home and have to do something that I have to do, and yeah, it is what it is.
Now I'd like you guys just to try a little exercise for me. Scroll your feed for 10 minutes and really take note of how many things you see that are 100% originally created and get back to me with the results.
None. There is almost nothing originally created. Originally created things are really, really, really extremely rare. Very, very rare. And this video, it's not originally created. Sorry, boy. The thematic is just copied because it runs around reaction comment, or reaction commentary is bad. Is around for, well, a long time. Your style, like this little cat spuff freaking thing, that's not original. That's also been done before you, and it will be done after you. You screaming in the freaking mic, nothing new. Sorry about that. That's not original. That's, you know. But at the end of the day, you made something that is you out of it. That's the important thing. Because people can recognize, okay, he made this, so yeah, makes sense. This is you. This is how you actually do the stuff. And that's the point.
Next, if you make content on any platform, challenge yourself to make something totally original. It can be super simple. Just make it yourself. Don't steal an audio clip or a joke or an easy trend, someone else's video and add fucking Family Guy clips to it. Make something with your own damn hands and be proud of it. In short, I hate reaction videos. I hate the current lazy reaction culture so much it drives me freaking crazy. But maybe the entirety of my anger stems just from that fucking annoying TikTok voice.
This is so me when I steal Circle Tunes videos.
Well, I actually quite like him, but the content he produces isn't for me. So it is what it is. But all in all, pretty smart guy after all. Like, yeah, look him up. And thank you for watching. Until next time, acolytes.